China is talking about dual circulation, which basically means that they will go their own way on trade, and not be reliant on global markets. China will have internal and external circulation of core components, thus making them less dependent on other countries to complete manufacturing cycles or to hit export targets. It is true that President Trump likely pushed China to take this new route of dual circulation. Of course, in the current political environment, there are some in America who will pound their chest and say we won the China trade war, but there are many others who understand that America will feel this loss of circulation for many years to come. At this very moment, after 4 years of challenging trade relations, America is in post-election mode, while China is on the cusp of signing an enormous new trade agreement called the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership (RCEP). This mammoth new trade deal includes the 10 members of the ASEAN community: Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, and also includes Australia, Japan, Korea, and New Zealand. The agreement has 15 member countries representing 30% of the world's population and 30% of the world's GDP. The percentage numbers were higher, but India has dropped out for now. The United States, it should be clearly noted, is not included in the deal. As a reality check, America's original Trans-Pacific Partnership (TPP) trade agreement was developed by the Obama administration and would have included 12 countries and 40% of the world's GDP. China was not a member of that deal and President Trump was opposed to it. During the current campaign cycle, former Vice President Biden said he would not rejoin the TPP as it was initially put forward. I would insist that we renegotiate pieces of that with the Pacific nations, so that we could bring them together to hold China accountable. The bottom line is that the Trump administration canceled TPP on day one in the Oval Office. Had they let it proceed, America would have owned the relationships in the Asia-Pacific region and would have created the largest trade arrangement on Earth. Now, it is abundantly clear that China is emerging as the big winner, while the United States will be sitting on the sidelines. Viewed through the lens of trade, President Trump's America First policy has officially landed us in second place. For retailers and for the fashion industry, the Trump years have been incredibly difficult. When candidate Trump hit the Trump Tower escalator, not carrying shopping bags, many fashionistas saw a cloudy future. Today, retail is under a credit crunch, with loan defaults running at 20% and bankruptcies at a 10-year high. During Trump's time in office, retailers and brands suffered one calamity after another. By the time that COVID hit the industry earlier this year, the walls had begun to crumble.